Hi, everyone. Roy LeFew with Grace Computer for another edition of Tech Tuesday. Just got back to home, back to the office after spending a couple days vacationing. So it was very nice to get away. My wife and I made a short trip to Cancun and just some good relaxation, which was great. And if you notice, we didn't post any of that on our social media if you happen to follow us. So you might not have known we were gone, which is a good thing. You don't want that kind of stuff posted on your Facebook and whatnot, so that the cyber criminals know that you're vacated from your house. But we're back, and top of mind because of that is traveling and using travel services. Um, you know, there are a number of companies that offer different deals and uh, ways that you can get discounts and that kind of thing. Um, Amadeus, Booking.com, Expedia, Hotels.com, Hotel Beds, Omnivy, Sabre. There's just a bunch of them out there. You've probably used them. I have. And what you probably don't know is that there is a company that all of those companies use called it's a software called Prestige, and it kind of aggregates the booking information and availability stuff on a back end database so that all of those companies can interact with all of the hotels and whatnot around the world. Um, and they use this software company uses Amazon as their um, computer provider, their server provider, which is great. S3 is a fantastic platform, as is Azure, if you're a Microsoft fan. Don't have anything against it, but this company failed to configure their server software and their network there on the Amazon server stack correctly, and it allowed basically for a data breach. So a group of people got into the data and were able to extract a lot of information. So if you've used one of those type booking services, there is just thousands, hundreds of thousands of records that have been breached, and this includes the information in it includes full names, email addresses, national ID numbers, phone numbers, credit card numbers, CVV numbers, expiration dates, just everything about you, even down to what reservations you've made, what special request you might have made of the hotel, the number of people, the names of your guests. All of that data was housed in that database, and it's been breached. So there's nothing you can do about that, right? This was not even somebody that you're doing business with that is has to be responsible for your data because they're doing business with you. This was a company that a company you were doing business was doing business with. So it was twice removed from you, and you really didn't have a relationship at all with this software company or Amazon servers where their data was being housed. It's just not anything you could have done to protect. Yet all of your data has been released into the wild or is for sale at this moment in time. So I wanted to, number one, just make you aware of that. This kind of thing happens all the time. But number two, let's talk about what you can do to help protect yourself. So the very first thing, and I think one of the best things you can do, is use a credit card that allows you to have virtual credit card numbers. So I have a credit card that actually has a little app I have on my computer that when I'm online at a particular website, let's say I'm shopping at uh, Amazon, for example, and I go in to check out for my order, they're going to ask me for a credit card. Well, this little software app lets me generate a credit card number and expiration date that is unique to that particular shopping experience, or I can make it to unique to that particular vendor. So every time I check out a vendor, it could be using the same credit card number. Now, why is that helpful? So if that data was ever breached and that credit card and expiration numbers were released and an evil actor was going to use that information, I can know immediately that it was tied to an Amazon breach, and I can cancel that virtual card without having to cancel my real credit card and get reissued a new credit card from the credit bureau, credit company. So I think that's a really good thing to do. Just keep all those things separated. You'll know if something gets breached. You'll know it's isolated to one card, one number, and you can easily manage that. The second thing is just a little more involved, and this just takes some activity on our part, some discipline on our part, and that is reviewing your credit card, your bank statements, that kind of thing. In fact, most banks nowadays, online banking and credit card companies allow you to go in and set up alerts. I would encourage you to set up an alert for every time something is charged to your account. And that way, whether you're sharing the card across family members or not, as soon as something's charged to your card, you get an alert on your phone, and you can determine right that second whether that was valid or not. And if it's not valid, then you can call the credit card company and put a freeze on that card until you ascertain what's actually going on. Those are the two ideas I just want to express to you. Just be vigilant in looking at your reports, maybe set up the alerts for everything that's going through your accounts. And number two, look into, see if your credit card offers virtual credit cards. And if they don't, maybe look at a provider that does. Unfortunately, we're going to have these kind of issues pop up doing business online. It's going to happen. You just need to be prepared for when it happens, how to adequately respond to protect yourself and your family and your finances. So that's it for today's Tech Tuesday. I will see you again next week. Take care. Bye now.